Okay, so I promised a video of how to solve the Rubik's Cube the simplest and easiest way, which is the beginner's method. This is not speed solving. This is just the simplest and easiest way to solve it. So I have this cube already pre-scrambled. It's not set up into any special configuration. It's just scrambled. So what we're going to do is we're going to solve this cube one layer at a time. The thing to remember is you have a white side and you have a yellow side, and these are going to be your main sides that you need to remember. We're going to start with the white side up. And the first step is to build a white cross. So you look for pieces that have a color and a white on them. This one is orange and white. So you find the orange side. So you need to get this piece to go right here. And this is the tricky part for some people of getting this white cross set up. So the way you do this is take this, put it on the side, and then rotate it down. Now you can rotate this around to any side until it lines up with the correct color. Once you have the color lined up, then you just rotate it to the top like that, and you have the first piece of the white cross. So now we have a blue. Here's the blue piece here. So how do we get this one here? Well, we can rotate it down, but when we do, it's going to move that piece. So you just have to remember to put it back. So rotate it down and then rotate under the blue. Now put this piece back where you got it. And now the blue and white is here, and we can rotate it to the top. And it's important to keep the white side facing up all the time while you're doing this step. So now we have the red and white here. So we can actually rotate it down, rotate it out of the way. Now put this back. You have to remember, anytime you have to move a piece that's already in place, as soon as you move the piece that you're trying to work with, remember to put these pieces back. So now the red and white is lined up with the red. Rotate it to the top. The last one we're looking for is a green and white. So the green and white is right here. So just rotate it down so that the green is on the side and the white is facing down. Rotate it around to the green. As soon as you get it cleared of that, you can rotate. Before you forget, put this one back. And the green and white are lined up. So now you can turn it. And now the green and white is lined up. So now to get the corner pieces, you flip it upside down. So now we're working with the yellow side. You look for any corner piece that has white on it. So this one is white with orange and green. So it just happens to be in the right place. So here's orange, and here's green. So you want to put this one in between those two colors, and it wants to go right here. So there's a simple algorithm that you have to remember. It's really easy. So we're going to put this piece here. You have this to your right. You rotate the right side back one turn and use your fingers back here. Pull this one, quarter turn there. Rotate this side backwards. And then with the other finger, rotate that one backwards. It's a 4-step algorithm, and you keep repeating that until that piece ends up in the correct place and in the correct orientation. So see, it's in the right place now, but it's turned wrong. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that piece is in place and it's turned correctly. So now we have a red and blue piece with white right here. So find red and blue. So here's blue and red. So you just take this piece and you put it over the top of the corner that you want it to go. And again, keeping it to your right, do that same algorithm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that piece is in place and is oriented correctly. The next piece we have here with white is red and green. So find red and green. Here's red, here's green. Rotate that piece until it is over the top of the corner that you want it to go. And then keeping it to your right. There. It's in place. So the last piece we're looking for is this one. It's already in the correct place. It's just oriented wrong. So we'll keep it to your right. It's already at the bottom, so we'll just do that same algorithm. And now it is in the correct place. Now the first layer is solved. So now we work on the second layer. Again, keeping the yellow side up and the white side down. You find any of the edge pieces, which are the ones in the middle here. Find any of them that does not have yellow. This one has yellow, can't use that. This is blue and orange, so we'll start with this one. The blue is already lined up on the blue, so find the orange. Orange is either going to be to the left or to the right. So red is on the right, orange is on the left. And I call solving the middle layer the world of opposites, because you do the opposite of what you think you should do. So this is blue with orange. It needs to go to the left. So what do? Instead of moving it to the left, we want this piece to go right here in the left side. So instead of moving it to the left, you move it to the right. Now, you take the piece. Since we moved the orange piece to the right, we're going to start with the left side. And the reason is we have to get this piece out of the way so we can make that piece go in it. And you do that same algorithm, except for this time you're doing it from the left side. So you go back, this way, backwards again, that way. And now, because the last move you made here was this top layer, you moved it from right to left. Now you rotate the cube left to right. And now we put this piece back on the bottom where it goes, using this algorithm on the right. And now that corner piece, edge piece, is in place, and so is the corner piece. So the next piece we have is a orange and green. So find the orange. We'll rotate this layer until it lines up with the orange. Okay, there's green, and green is to the left. So we will move this piece to the right because it needs to go left. Since we moved it to the right, we're going to start our algorithm on the left. So back. All right, I'll just say it like this. So you're going to rotate this piece. Anytime I say clockwise or counterclockwise, it will be as if you are looking at the face of it. So the left side here will go counterclockwise, the top counterclockwise, the left side clockwise, and now the top side clockwise. Okay, so since we rotated the top piece clockwise, we're going to rotate the entire cube counterclockwise, and now we're going to put this piece back on the bottom where it goes. And there it is. Now that piece is in place. So the next piece we're looking for is green and yellow. We can't use anything with yellow on it. It's red and yellow, red and green. So red and green, it needs to go to the right. So we will rotate the top and move that piece to the left. Since we rotated to the left, we'll start with the right side algorithm, which is clockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, counterclockwise. And because the last rotation of this one went from left to right, we're going to rotate right to left and then do the right algorithm to put that corner piece back in place. So now we have one piece left on the second layer. So we have red and yellow, can't use that. Blue and yellow, can't use that. We have blue and red. That's the piece we're looking for. So now turn this until the blue on the side lines up with the blue. And the red is to the right. So we're going to move this to the left. And because we moved it to the left, we're going to do a right algorithm. And because we did a right algorithm, we're going to rotate the cube to the left and put the corner piece back where it goes. So now we have the first layer solved and the second layer solved. So now what we're looking for is an L shape on the yellow. And what I mean by that is, I'm going to cover up this corner piece. You look at your yellow center, you want two edge pieces that are yellow. This one and this one. So you'll notice anywhere you look at it, it's going to be an L. You want to put one of those to the back, facing away from you, and one to the left. Now sometimes you do this and there won't be any, it'll just be your center yellow. And in that case, it doesn't matter which way the cube is turned when you start this algorithm. But since we have the L, or sometimes it's straight, the line is straight across. And when it's straight across, or all of them are in a line, just hold the cube with the line facing straight across and rotate this face. So we have the L here. So we're going to put one to the back and one to the left. And what you do is rotate this front face clockwise. Now do your four-step algorithm. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what you're looking for is you're looking for a yellow piece to come up right here on the right hand side on this edge piece. That's red, so there's nothing there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a yellow piece there. Now rotate this piece back and you have the yellow cross. So now that you have the yellow cross, look at these edge pieces and try to match up whatever you can. There's a red, it matches. Blue does not match green. Green does not match orange. Orange does not match blue. So we have one that matches, but let's see if anything else might match. We're hoping to get two. So if we rotate, we line up orange. Oh, and there's green, so we have two. So now we just need to get these two. So you put one to your right and one on the back side facing away from you, still holding the yellow side up. This is how you get these two edge pieces in place. So you rotate. This is going to be a little bit different algorithm. It's pretty much the same as the first one, but there's one little extra thing you do to it. So you do right side clockwise, top side clockwise, right side counterclockwise. And now instead of going clockwise here, you go clockwise again. And then you go clockwise on the right side, and then you go the top counterclockwise twice. And you know you got it right when you see all three white. Now rotate that one back. And then rotate this one, the top clockwise, one click, and you should have all four center pieces lined up. So the last step is getting the corners in place. So before you do anything, look and see if any of them are in the right place. So this is orange and green. Orange and green. This is green and red, so that's wrong place. So green and red. This is green and orange. That's in the wrong place. Blue and red, or red and blue. This is blue and orange. That's in the wrong place. Blue and orange. This piece is red and blue. So all four are in the wrong place. So it doesn't matter which corner you start with. Just pick your favorite side and go with it. I like orange, so we'll go with orange. So this is the last algorithm you need to learn. So you start with the top, go clockwise, right side clockwise, top counterclockwise, right, or left clockwise, go right clockwise, or top clockwise, right counterclockwise, top counterclockwise, left clockwise. And now check again and see if any of them match up. This one is now in the correct place. We have green and orange. This is the corner between orange and green. So that one is now in the correct place. So when you have one in the right place, keep this one to your, if you're looking at this side, the top right, this block will be the closest to you. Keep it to you and to your right. And now repeat that same algorithm until you get all three in the correct place. So you do top clockwise, right clockwise, top counterclockwise, left clockwise, top clockwise, right counterclockwise, top counterclockwise, and then left clockwise. So we still have the green and orange. So now this is red and green, which is now in the correct place between red and green. This one is red and blue. Red and blue, it's now in the right place. So all corners are now in the correct place. They just need to be flipped. So when you get ready to do that, because they need to be flipped, what do? We flip the cube. Now we're back to the white side facing up. Now it doesn't matter which side you start with here, because we're going to do all four corners. The thing is, you got to remember is pick one side, keep it facing you, and don't change it. So now we go back to that very first algorithm of putting corners in the correct place. So it's right, top, back, there. And you just keep doing that until that one corner piece is oriented correctly. Okay, so now, but you don't worry about the top two layers now. You're only worrying about here. This is red and blue, so just make sure this blue matches that blue edge piece and this red matches that red edge piece there. This is why it's important. Do not turn the cube or anything while you're doing this, only the bottom layer, because all of this is going to get all scrambled up, but it comes back into place. So now you rotate it one turn. Now we're going to flip this one so that it's facing the correct way. Now the green matches and the red matches here. So now we turn it one more time. We're going to get this one flipped. Now the orange matches and the green matches. All right, rotate the bottom one more time. Notice I'm not turning the top. I picked the red side to face me and the red side is still facing me. So now we put this last piece in place. It's matched. Now you just turn the bottom layer and the cube is solved. Something to point out, this one particular algorithm that I showed you, if you do this continually, it will end up back where it started. It takes 6 cycles of this algorithm and the cube will end up back where it's at. Or you can turn those sides a half a turn, and then turn that side half a turn, and it'll turn it into a checkerboard. And you undo it the same way you did it. Turn that side half a turn, rotate it, that side a half a turn, and then take these half a turn, and that's it.